Hey guys, what's up? Disney Nuts here. How you guys doing? As you can see, today we're at Hollywood Studios and I'm going to show you some really cool spots for sunset. So without further ado, let's go inside. Let's go. So before we head into Hollywood Studios, I want to show you the 3 lenses that I'm going to be showcasing here on this video. The first one is my Sigma lens, which is 2.8, which is a really wide aperture, and this is the one that I bought to replace my stock lens. So if you have a kit lens that came with your camera, this is what I use to replace it. It's basically a Sigma f2.8, which I love because it's got a really nice wide aperture. So this is the one that's going to be calling Sigma lens. The next one I have is actually it's a Tokina lens, which is an f4, which is that really wide ultra angle look that I get on some of the photos, and this is an f4. There's 2 versions of it. There's one that comes with 2.8, but for what I use it, since I use tripod for night shots, f4 was good enough for me, plus it's $100 less. The final lens that I use on this video is the fisheye, which is this one, which is the Optica fisheye, and I love this lens because it has such a really cool wide 180-degree view, as you can see on the lens itself. And the only downside of this, which is not really a downside for me, is that it's all fixed. Like for example, you can zoom in and zoom out at 6.5, and the zoom, the focus ring is actually manual as well as the aperture. So you got to set all the stuff manually. But anyway, the effect that you get is great. And again, even if you get a fisheye photo, if you like to walk around with this, you can always crop and get rid of those edges, those weird edges on the corner, if that's not what you want to use. And you'll see on one of the photos I actually took with this fisheye, but you won't notice it until I actually tell you on the photo. Okay, so those are the lenses that we're using. Let's head inside the Hollywood Studios. I'll show you some really cool spots for sunsets. One of the spots is actually right here at the entrance, which is where you got Saucer Mickey hanging out with the brooms. Okay, so we're gonna squeeze in here into this corner right over here. And here we go. This is the angle that we want, because the sunset's going to actually be coming down through here, so we'll hopefully get it with the hand here. This is the spot right here. Okay, the next spot is actually right here. I'm sure you guys have seen this photo a ton of times, which is actually the entrance with the sunset coming down. Now, just like I mentioned before, the sun is actually coming down, so when it comes down, it's actually going to move this way. So it'll end up right between those 2 pillars over here when the sun looks really cool. And here's how the shot looks. Okay, now you would think on the list I would probably put the Chinese theater with the sunset in the back, but actually the sun does not set directly behind it. It sets really close, but it's not directly behind it. So I'll share a photo of how it looks, and I'm going to include some links to a couple of sites that I went into and that I use a couple times for other places to be able to get you know, where the sun is coming down and where it's coming up. As you can see, it's coming down here, so it's going to be coming down more and more to the right. Now it's really hard to include the tower terror on the sunset shots because the sun, as you can see, is coming down here on the left, so it doesn't actually go down behind it. So what I did for this following shot is that I was able to put the fisheye on and be able to get a really wide shot, almost the whole full 180 degrees of the tower terror in the back and the sunset coming down on the left. So right behind me I have Echo Lake, which provides for tons of opportunities in photo ops with all types of lenses. So don't worry if you don't have a fisheye or wide angle lens to be able to capture this amazing scene right here, because you can get it with any type of lens, and I'm going to include a couple shots with different types of lenses, but this part is awesome. Now, as you can see, the sun is actually setting right now to the right of the boat, and it will continue to be in that angle until it actually hides right underneath these trees here on the right. So this is a great spot. I love shooting from here, as well as doing stuff like fireworks and even night shots, because you can get the reflections of the boat on the water. So make sure you put this one on your list. Next spot we're going to be heading to is over to the Star Wars Jedi training area, because that is another awesome spot that we're going to be getting for sunset shots. And what I like of the Star Wars area is that you have all these trees and all this other architecture, which provides for some really cool shadows besides the sunset shots that we're going to be getting. Now, as well, I got my Star Wars shirt on, so let's head over to the Star Wars area. This provides an awesome spot for photos with the sunset, because you can get many options. You can either get the stage with the participants with the swords, as you can get the sunset coming down on the trees as you see right now. And also you can get Darth Vader inside the shop. Make sure you get here just before the show starts, because what's going to happen is that this is going to fill up pretty quick as soon as the kids come in. Make sure also you come to one of the last shows, which is the darkest possible, or at least during the sunset time. Now since we're here, we're going to do a little quick stop here at what used to be the great movie ride. So sad to see it all being taken down here, and they even got the ropes up so we can't even cross over to see the signatures. Now I'm told that they're going to preserve this stuff, so hopefully they do. Okay, so obviously the first spot for photos is actually the one here with Jesse and Rex on the Slinky Dog Dash, and this provides for some really cool sunset shots. Now there's a couple of angles that you can take with this spot right here. For example, we can take one that's literally right here head on. We could take one from the side, as well as we can take one from right over there. Now I'm going to walk over a little bit. There's a meet and greet over there, so it's not really a place that I can stand and show you right now, but just to give you an idea where exactly it is. When Buzz is gone, you can actually park right more or less where he is and then shoot this way in an angle, and you'll get a really cool shot because you get the army men in the back as well as the Slinky Dog Dash. Now make sure you get the Slinky Dog Dash going around like this, because that adds effect to the photo. Now that we've gotten that picture, we're going to walk up to the next one, which is actually one of my favorites, and I'm sure you've seen it a bunch of times as well, which is where we have the rail of Slinky Dog Dash coming down. So we have Slinky Dog coming towards us, and we got the sunset in the back. Okay, so we're going to stand right here, and what this is going to provide is, you can see the sun is coming down, but it's going to actually later be right over where the entrance of Slinky Dog Dash is, and we'll be able to get this shot where you have Slinky Dog coming down. Now this you can take with a couple of angles. You can do like obviously some tight shots, which is what I did here, as well as you can do with regular wide angle lens if you want to be able to get it coming off the track on the top or stuff like that. So have fun with it, but you'll see that the sun is coming down right there, and it's just going to move a little bit down this way towards the entrance of Slinky Dog Dash. Okay, so as we're walking towards the entrance of Slinky Dog Dash, there's one here on the left, and we're going to squeeze right here between these two people, and we're going to stand right here. Now this provides for an awesome photo spot. As you can see, you got the army men here with the two light bulbs, and you got the tinker set or construction set, as well as the rail of Slinky Dog Dash right there. Now you just got to be a little bit patient and wait for the train to come around. Okay, the next shot is the one that I'm sure you've seen 1,000 times, which is right here on the bridge, and it's literally right here in the smack middle. And if you put a fisheye on your lens and lift up the camera, you get this shot.
Here we go.
Okay, so now we did the Toy Story area. As you can see, I had the sun over here on the left of me, so we're actually going to go to the other side to be able to get the sunset with the train in front of it. So let's go ahead and walk to the other side over there to the alien saucers. Okay, the following spot is actually on the exit of Alien Swirling Saucers. We're going to walk in towards the exit. If you're exiting from the one that's on the right hand side, we're going to go all the way to the back, because that way we got a awesome view of the Slinky Dog Dash with the sunset in the back. And this spot, what is cool of this spot, that if you wait a little bit, you can actually get the sunset coming underneath the rail and Slinky Dog Dash on the top, like this shot. Okay, now like just all the other videos that I've been doing where I show you all these awesome spots to take photos, in this case sunset shots here at Hollywood Studios, pick and choose the one that you like the best, because it's really hard to be able to get all the sunset shots that I'm showing here on one pass. For example, some of the shots here I've taken over the years, and I got probably like 4,000 shots of just Hollywood Studios alone. So pick and choose the ones that you like the best, focus on those, and capture the ones that you think are great. Okay, so let's head on to the next one. Now, of course, you're gonna forget the big guy himself, which is Buzz, over here hanging out at the entrance of the alien swirling saucers. And here it is awesome to get an amazing sunset shot with him posing. You can even get the reflections of the helmet and everything. Here's how the photo looks. Okay guys, so that's it here from Hollywood Studios. Hopefully you enjoyed these locations for sunset shots, and hopefully you can take them on your visit here to Hollywood Studios. Now, many of these shots I did take throughout different times of the year, so like I said before, make sure you pick and choose which are the ones that you like the best, so you can plan and be for them when they happen. Because to be honest, it's pretty hard to be able to get them all at the same time. So until then guys, I think that's it for today's video. Until then, stay awesome. See ya. Bye.